I don't think this is revelatory in any way, Scal, but of course we talk about Joe Johnson, we talk about Gerald Green as we're going to bring the fire, maybe not. No, not right here. But I think Frank Session needs to be in the MVP conversation.
Well, they got to win. You like to throw out all the good players. You know, part of the MVP is winning. You know that, right?
That is very true.
So I know
they're 1 and 2. They have a positive point differential.
I know.
So a lot of times, especially
good.
in a short season, you're going to have randomness. You're going to have tough breaks. I just mean with his versatility, his way he impacts the game single way, and that brings us to halftime after the free throw. The killer threes, another close one here in Frisco. 25-22 is the killer threes on top of the Ghost Bombs. We will come back with the second half here from Comerica Center. The killer threes on top of that.
Yeah, getting it done. And we're going to watch some good basketball here in week 4. A lot of dunks. We've got Green, Johnson, and of course, sweet turnaround jumpers. They got to win. You like to drop all of the good players. You know, win. You know that, right?
That is true.
So, I know you,
positive point differential.
I know. They're good.
In a short season, you're going to have randomness.
Come on. Say what? Say what? Say what?
This second half here from Comerica Center, the killer threes on top.
And we're going to watch some good basketball here in week 4. Green, Johnson, and of course, sweet turnaround jumpers.
So fly, quick to politic with some fly conversation in a natural mood, and I'm a natural, and we some natural food blowing out by the. She like my sexy cool mama, plays on the Barada, rockin' Dolce Gabbana with hydro and milk. Sing it! Go. Come on. Who on a shirt? Try to throw it high, try to throw it far, get closer, closer, closer. Come on. Say what? Good shot, baby. Come on. Come on. One more time. You know what's leather when we ride, wood grain or raw high. Doing what we do, watch the screens get. Girl, you keep it so with your sweet honey buns. You was there with the money. Come on. You know when we ride, wood grain or raw high. Doing what we do, watch the screens get. Girl, you keep it so fly with your sweet honey. You was there when the money gone, you be there with the money. For real now, see it. Shifted high, baby. That's right, I see ya. I see ya. I see ya. Come on.
Back in the heart of Texas, the Big 3, Week 4. We're halftime at game number 2. The killer threes on top of the Ghost Ballers, 25-22. The fans being treated to a performance by Baby Bash, definitely taking us back to the early 2000s. A great time here at halftime. And we will have more Big 3 on Sunday. That'll be on CBS as Week 4 continues with 3 more games. Watch one of the Big 3's hottest players in the league's leading scorer, Kevin Murphy, in action versus the enemies. Then we'll have Trilogy squaring off against the Aliens and the Ball Hogs versus Tri-State. Coverage begins at 3 p.m. Eastern on CBS on Sunday. Still fun to have some Friday night action to kick off the weekend in the Big 3, Week 4 of season number 5. And Frank Session has been fantastic for the Killer Threes. 9 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists on 4 for 5 shooting. He is so tough, going all the way, rising up. He is always a threat to posterize just as much as he is to pass the ball as well, to set up his teammates. In fact, it was only him and Dante Green who scored for the Killer Threes in this first half. So him and Dante Green, a great combination, and Session standing by with Brian Scalabrine.
All right, I'm here with Franklin Session. Now, Oak called a timeout, and the next thing you know, you turned the corner and got that dunk. It feels like you can get anywhere you want on the floor right now. How's it feel out there?
It feels great. It feels great. I mean, I'm used to people dropping back because of my speed, because of my ability to pass, because of my ability to finish. And Oak just been telling me, don't settle. Why settle when I can get anything I want?
Yeah.
So I understand that.
Rebounding the basketball, you seem to get your hands on every single one. You've always been like that?
Always. It's just something that kept me on the court when I wasn't that good offensively. Defending and rebounding the ball and giving it to guys who can score better than I can.
All right, keep it up.
Yes, sir.
I absolutely love that mentality from Frank Session. Of course, he was a 3-time MVP in the famed Los Angeles Drew League, and that's how I stayed on the floor. Let that be a lesson, Scout, to your kids that you coach and to any of the kids watching. He stayed on the floor because he did the dirty work, even at his smaller size.
Yeah, boarding, the defense. I mean, he's extremely quick. He's got great body balance. One of the better, probably one of the quicker guys as D-Block hits a big shot. It's actually probably one of the better athletes in the Big 3.
Absolutely. You don't often see him sit. Going up against McDaniel, loses it, and Dominic Johnson is fouled.
Sessions obviously leading the first half in rebounds. He's got 7 of them. Did a great job of getting downhill. 3 assists, 4 for 5 from the field.
Bringing the defense as well. I mean, he's also getting the assignment when he's on the floor.
For sure.
Of the toughest offensive player in Mike Taylor. Jermaine Taylor in for the Ghost Ballers.
The intensity just went to another level for the Killer Threes.
Into Jackson, backing down Powell. And a foul will be called. Now that is a physical post matchup to try and stop between those two.
Yeah, there's no way you can stop. Unless you foul Darnell Jackson, you're not stopping him from backing down.
Ricky Davis knocks down the shot, and we've got Charles Oakley mic'd up for us.
Flat, Josh.
Likes the ISO.
Johnson knocking down the 3.
Yeah, they're going at Jermaine Taylor. Jermaine Taylor can guard. If I was Killer Threes, I'd try to go at Ricky Davis or Mike Taylor when he's in.
Powell gets it in. You heard how excited Oakley was for that. The defensive stop.
Killer Threes just went to a new level defensively. Ever since that timeout, they've been a new team.
There you go. Keep coming, keep coming. Slug out, Frank, slug out. There you go. Come on. God, we gotta move.
You know, if Charles Oakley is telling me to try harder,
You would try
it's going to be
harder.
pretty inspiring.
Even like Oak's my guy, and he's always the nicest person. It's not like I don't know about 90s basketball. I'm always one step away from him, and one arm distance away. I watched those games back in the day. I read his book, Last Enforcer.
session. Dives in for two.
Left, hip shift, elevate, kisses it. Tough.
I mean, just a tough angle to make that shot, but that time Taylor goes right at session.
Yeah, Taylor, great job, body control once again. He's phenomenal going to his right hand.
As much as we have seen great post play today, seeing these two, Taylor and Session, really is fun. Powell gets the lane.
And great pass by Johnson as well. Got it through the pocket, but led Powell to the rim.
Jackson loses it, he's fouled.
Now, always in the big three, you got to keep track of fouls, because foul trouble or getting into the bonus is a killer for you. Like, you get the free throw and you get the ball back, so you can't just take fouls.
Just because you think they're not technically assigned to a specific person, even though that's obviously recorded and could come back to hurt you, you think, well...
I mean, this penalty is so severe.
Yes.
You know, in other leagues, a free throw will lead to just, 2 points at the worst, and then you get the ball back. In this league, if you can
He'll shoot a two-point free throw.
That was great ball movement. Inside, out, extra. Johnson decks the ball, draws another one. Very good job. I love the way the Killer Threes are playing. This is
unselfish, too.
Yeah, when I saw them in week 1, this is what I thought they were going to be. And last week, like a real letdown, but they seemed to bounce back after that first 2 or 3 minutes.
Killer Threes leading 38-30, and Killer Threes playing very well right now.
Yeah, getting it done. Like, they are talented, they're big, they can shoot, they rebound, they do it all, and that's why they have championship aspirations.
Killer Threes leading 38-30 here in the second half. Trying to find some separation as the Killer Threes find themselves at 1-2 this season. Still with a positive point differential, but they have back-to-back losses. But they have looked in lockstep today.
Yeah, I mean, to me, it's just how hard they've been playing. The first 3 minutes went by, we mic'd up Oak. Oak was upset. He called timeout, and they went to a new level. And they're contesting every shot. They rebound. Offensively, they're moving it. They're attacking. Like, this is everything you want in a basketball team.
Powell so good from the mid-range, knocks it down along the baseline. Johnson with it. Taylor pulls up over Green. Beautifully done.
Yeah, it's one way or another, you have to keep him away from his right hand. That time, very good run out screen. He got away. Him going to his right hand, he's like 80% from the field. You got to stop that, get him getting to his right.
Dominic Johnson throws it to Green, who plows through. He's fouled by Johnson.
Oh, side out. I love this. So Green straight downhill, not going around people, when guys aren't square to you, you go through them. And that's what Dante Green did on that play.
Green, he'll pull up this time. And Taylor misfires on the 3. Let's check in with Charles Oakley here in the second half.
Don't play that slide. Open up and come up. Open up. Open up. Keep going. Get back. Get back. Swing. Lock out. That's all I want to work. That's all right. Nope. That's not the shot. Hit me this way. There we go. He took on my bag. He took on
Oak can ask. They can challenge it. They could challenge.
Challenge.
All right, Oak's going to challenge this. Here we go. Green's up. He thinks he. Oh, I don't know. I might need a different angle than that. I mean, obviously, Johnson hit it. It's just the question is, see how he almost grabbed it, bringing it to the middle of his body, even if he couldn't control it. Oh, here we go. This is the angle I'm going to need. Yeah, that's going to be Ghost Baller's ball.
As it was originally called.
Yeah.
The side angle definitely provides the better view there because you wonder, did Green touch it again as he tried to bring it into his body, as you talked about, and I don't think he did.
Wait, I'm sorry? I think he did.
Oh, you do think so?
I think Johnson hit it, but as Green moved it right there.
Oh, that's right.
Like,
Floor stands, white ball coming in.
Yeah, I thought it was white ball.
They lose their challenge.
Well, challenge used by the Killer Threes, and it is Ghost Baller possession. So the call will stand, and it is getting late here for the Ghost Ballers to try and mount a comeback. Remember, first to 50 wins, you must win by 2 in Fireball 3. Darnell Jackson attacks. Johnson, as Chris Johnson on him, leaves it short. And a good box out by Johnson.
This is a big shot.
Jermaine Taylor knocks down the 3.
Huge shot. Jermaine Taylor did a good job of sprinting behind that line. That's sort of transition offense in the big 3.
Jermaine Taylor just is a great story too. His last really healthy season was 2018 after he was injured. It's great to see him out there and contributing to the Ghost Ballers.
I drafted him. I told him he was going to be my best player on my team, and he popped his Achilles like 3 plays in to the very first game.
And that's why it's great to see him back after that injury. Big 3-pointer. The Killer Threes getting closer and closer to trying to even up their record at 500 this season. Jermaine Taylor leaves it for Jackson. Great box out by Green.
Yeah, you know what, he battled on that. Like, he did everything right but secure it, and it's amazing. You really feel when Sessions is not in the game. It's like rebound here, rebound there. It's almost like he gets every one of those 50-50 balls.
And he is now subbed in. And that's what the Killer Threes need to try and close out this game. Chris Johnson is fouled. And he'll shoot a 2-point free throw.
So I always talk about fouls in the big 3, and they really come into play in the second half. Both teams with 3 fouls.
And Charles Oakley is gonna bring the fire here.
This is a great bring the fire. Big men usually don't do well when it comes to bringing the fire. They should throw it into the post. Top of the key, give me a break.
Well, there is no more 2-dribble minimum.
Nope,
you still have to be inside the 3-point line, but that is new this week, no more 2-dribble minimum.
And you can't just back a guy down for more than 3 seconds.
Exactly right. So the players involved in that foul, it'll be Johnson and Dante Green. Each coach gets 1 per half. Chris Johnson's gonna pull up the long range 2. Our second offensive bring the fire.
We usually Get the defensive battle this time. Look at the skill level. Stepped in, step back. Hezzy, elevate, too late.
That was smooth. You doubted, of all people.
Yeah, I thought. No, of course, from the perimeter. No, Chris Johnson's like a three-man who happens to be 7 foot tall.
He's got 14 points.
Dante Green getting a lot of good looks. Man, Sessions is a beast.
He is everywhere. He has his fingerprints on every possession. He is on the floor. Sessions going every which direction.
Oh my goodness.
Everything. Johnson puts it right back up.
What am I watching here? Did he really do that? Elevate from one side, reverse dunk on the other? So talented.
A 9-2 run right now. It's all of a sudden a 3-point game. The killer threes. Needed that basket badly by Green as they inch closer to 50. Green up to 20 with that basket. Chris Johnson,
ooh,
what a finish.
How smooth is he, huh? He's got game.
The way he just sneaked in his hand. Highly skilled stuff as Green followed his own shot, knew that wasn't going. Jermaine Taylor stuck in the air. And he is fouled, shooting a 3, so he will take a 3 throw.
All right, watch this play. On one side of the basket, elevate. Let me just reverse jam it like that. Then, here's what you were talking about, going left. The English pulls that ball right to the rim.
The free throw from 3-point range does not go. One more try. Taylor off his last couple of shots. It set him upsetting himself.
And Mike Taylor must be hurt because that's a big shot for Powell. Nailed it. Because he's not coming back, and he's a competitor. You would think that he'd be out here. Oh, wait. He is going to come back. Can't sub right now, but
you just hope it's not too late for the Ghost Ballers as Johnson knocks down the 4-pointer. That's his second this season.
Killer threes, they got to figure out what they're going to do. Ghost Ballers and Chris Johnson have been dominating this last 2 minutes.
Timeout called by George Gervin with things going well for the Ghost Ballers.
Look at that shot, just stepped right into it. We got the reverse dunk. We got the layup on the other side of the rim. We've seen the step back. He wanted to bring the fire, and now he hit a 4-point shot, and now we have a 1-point ball game.
Well, Chris Johnson has 22 points, and we can take a look at the Heat Vision presented by Microsoft on how he's been shooting today.
Yeah, Chris Johnson, he gives you everything. That's why I say he's a tall guy, but not a big man. A little inside, got the 4-pointer, got some work on the inside. Got a lot of red out there as well, but he's making it happen. And really what's more important is the last 2 minutes he's dominated. That's what you have to do in the big three. Closing in on that 50 points.
Mike Taylor out here as Session drives hard, and he is fouled. This could extend their lead, yes.
Big free throw. You missed one early in the game. You have to make these.
You know he is a competitor, wants to get his team to 2-2. That's a good way to help. It is point game for the Killer Threes. Their next bucket will win. Session whistled as Taylor handling the ball.
All right, so every foul from here on out is free throws and the ball back. So now Killer Threes, who have played extremely hard and physical defensively, now has to kind of maybe tone it back just a little bit in the most precious time of the game.
Johnson against Green, rises up, doesn't get the bounce. Killer Threes, point game. Sessions. Green flying in, and it's a shot clock violation. Absolutely what you do not want at this point.
Yeah, you gotta go quicker. That's a bucket, that's ball game if he goes 2 seconds earlier. I'm not talking about Green, I'm talking about Sessions on that play.
That keeps it alive for the Ghost Ballers. Johnson was right at the rim, can't get it to go off glass. And
right here.
Session.
Go quick, go quick.
Off the pick and roll, it is Session from the free throw line. No. Back-to-back games, it's been difficult for the team on top to climb back as the Ghost Ballers make this a one-point game, and it's point game for them too.
I gotta get the ball to Dante Green. Dante Green is the guy, one of the best players in this league. He's gotta win it for me right here.
Chris Johnson has had some marvelous finishes today, several reverses. Green. And Session skying for that ball. It lands with Johnson. The flyby, no. And Session throws it away.
That's not a foul? That's not a foul? That's gotta be a foul. All right, let's take a look. Contact in the air, or did he wait till he hit the ground? That's how you look at it. He's in the air, he's in the air. Probably a foul.
Well, Ghost Ballers and head coach George Gervin will call a timeout. The Killer Threes can win on their next buckets, but the Ghost Ballers still very much in this. Chris Johnson has been extraordinary today. 20 points, getting his team back in it.
Yeah, a little bit of a slow start, but man, lately, and since the Bring the Fire, we'll probably do these in order. There he is on the miss, that goes up, reverse dunks it. Had a couple great finishes earlier. Here he is off the bounce, crossover, sweet layup with the English off the glass. Walks into his four-pointer, sticks it. It's almost like the Bring the Fire got him going.
And that could be some reason. It wasn't called at that point, obviously, by his coach, but that could be also why you want to be involved in a Bring the Fire, why a coach might bring it too.
Sure, absolutely. If you get a bucket, why would your confidence go up?
Killer Threes leading 48-47. Johnson 20.6 rebounds today. As we talked about him keying their comeback, they'll take it out.
They're going to loop and look for Mike Taylor to get to his right hand.
Taylor setting a screen, gets it from Jackson.
Can't let him get to his right.
Johnson gets it to fall, and the game continues.
Now, Killer Threes doesn't have, if they go for three, that would be a win. But going for two just keeps this thing alive. Charles Oakley asking the scorer's table. I think he's going to look to call a timeout.
Well, let's listen in on his huddle. Is his team trailing now by 49-48.
It's our ball. Let's go, Randy. I got timeout. Let's go. Yeah, I can talk to him later. Come on, it's good to see. I got grown up. That's all timeout. Y'all talk later. Sit down then. You right here. You gonna set the pick. All right, you gonna run up here. Can you come off this way? Right, I'm going right. Coming up right. Can you come this way? I want you to come up. I want you to go here with the ball, right? No, I did. No. You right here with the ball. Give it to Frank. Tell him to go over Frank. You come here. I'm right here. This, you got the ball. You go in with the ball. Give it to Frank. Run through the route. I want you for the three. All right, come on.
Well, we clearly know what they're going for. Bring Johnson in, and Johnson's going for the three. And by the way, he got D-block on him, so that could be a mismatch.
Take your time. Come on, wait.
Session attacking. Taylor leaves it for Green. Hangs in the air and one.
Can't bring the fire on this. We've seen this so many times. Session on the drive, Green on the cut. That's a catch, and that is a finish. And we are looking at a free throw for the ball game.
a free throw for the ball game. Dante Green he's an imposing presence on the court.
Big time. No, he is as complete of a player as you can get. Strong inside, outside, post-game rebounds. He's tough. Now he has a chance to put this game away.
Must win by 2. And Green puts the game away. Does the shush motion and the killer threes. Even up their record at 2-2 and a 2-game losing streak. What a finish. Both of these games today going down to the wire. Here's a look at that last basket, Session to Green. What a difficult finish that is by Green, how he held himself in the air. He is drifting while in the air to the opposite side of the basket, connects and finishes through the contact. And Brian Scalabrine is standing by with the winning head coach, Charles Oakley.
I'm here with Charles Oakley now. You called a timeout early. You laid into your guys, and they went up 5 notches. Did you feel like you guys were running in mud a little bit?
We got on what we our game plan. When we got stagnant, we started shooting the threes. We got up 8. We'll keep going downhill. So they got us back into it. Like I said, anything can happen in the game. So I'm glad we got a 3-point play to win it.
Now, yeah, at the end of the game, you were drawing up a 3, but Sessions had the matchup. When he's getting downhill, and I talked to him at halftime, you love it when he's attacking the basket.
Well, I'm trying to let us play his game, but sometimes it's 3-on-3. You can't dribble it so long. And, yeah, he got us in some good plays, but like I said, know what's the time on the shot clock. So we got away with it. We just got to be more smarter next game.
All right, thank you. Phone, send it back to you.
Look at the final stats from this 52-49. You see a lot of evenness on both sides. It went down to the wire. Chris Johnson, 26 points, a double-double on the other side. We have one more game to go tonight at Comerica Center, but this one taken by the Killer Threes. High-flying, high effort here in Frisco.
Co-captain for Killer 366 from the University of Kansas, number 4, Brandon Rush. And 6'2" out of the University of Kansas, the captain for the Reed Company, number 6, Mario. To win a title in the NBA, WNBA, and NBA D-League. He is the 1987 NBA.
tonight. He's going to give it a go, and certainly the big three needs him, but certainly Three's company needs him seeking with this season. Welcome into Comerica Center. Slow Martin, Brian Scalabrine along with you, and Michael Beasley. They need him on the floor.
Well, here's the thing. When he's not aggressive, it's hard for Three's company to win, but he can have an incredible second half, incredible spurts, 20 points in a half. He is capable of doing that by himself. So it'll be interesting what Michael Beasley we get today.
And he had a fantastic game in week 3, 26 points, and corrected in the second half. He struggled to shoot in the first, and he improved in that second. Well, the Power are led by a couple of draft picks, which is a little surprising. You have Glenn Rice Jr. and TJ Klein, both with basketball pedigrees. They are the sons of greats, but it is TJ Klein that has really taken his game to a whole nother level.
Well, you know, the thing about him, he plays off of his teammates so well. He's a very efficient shooter, can knock down shots. And you take a look at TJ Klein and look at some of these shots. Second round draft pick, 15th overall. Obviously son of Nancy Lieberman, and he had that first game-winning 3 against Tri-State.
And his last game was unbelievable with 17 points, 15 rebounds. That is the most by any player this season. He had 3 three-pointers as well. And of course, he is a coach's kid, but not the kid of any coach. He is the son of an all-time great in Nancy Lieberman, the 2018 Big
Yo, what's up? So we are live. We got my brother TJ Ward hopping on with us for a little bit today too. Game 4, we're 1-2. We need to pick up the intensity a little bit and get this W. Get back to 500. Ooh, and we got the white jerseys on. T, I'm gonna bring you in. There'll just be some people in and out. What's up, Zach? Some people in and out, and you know, feel free to chop it up in here as long as you want to, brother.
Cool. How's my sound? You think I put some headphones in?
No, it's all good. I can hear you. I can hear you fine.
All right, good.
Yeah, just let me know if the game volume's too loud and I can turn it down a little bit. So it's good, man. How you been? You in Cali?
Yeah, I'm in LA right now, man. How you been? So you doing big things,
I'm
man.
good, man.
This is dope.
Yeah, trying to. I mean, this just kind of fell into our lap for real.
Yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, I've watched, you know, a few games the years it's been out, but I'm definitely gonna have to start watching more of it. I didn't know you had Beasley and Glenn Rice Jr. on the squad.
Yeah, I mean, there's some nice players.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Beasley's been killing for real. I actually was hoping he wasn't playing because he rolled his ankle last week. So.
Yeah, I'm still surprised he's not in the NBA, but hey, better player for y'all.
Yeah, you'll see. He gives work. He gives work out
I've
here.
been watching him. He's been doing a lot of like videos on Instagram and, you know, keeping, I guess, his fans up to date with, you know, his workouts and his pickup games. He looks good, but of course, you know, pickup game is a little different than professional competition. But I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see it, man.
Yeah, we'll see.
What about the Power, man? Tell me about your squad.
Yeah, man. So we got Coutinho Mobley, one of my favorite players growing up. Him and Steve Francis out there with Houston.
Mm-hmm.
So he's our vet. And then other than him, we just drafted that Glenn Rice Jr., who's a problem. I mean, if he wants to play, he can pretty much score whenever he wants to.
Yeah.
And then number 30 right there, Royce White. He played at Iowa State and then I think he played like 8 years in the NBA. And then actually Nicholas Cheetahs Vilas or whatever, the white dude at the bench, he was drafted by the Nuggets back like 2000. He was a first round pick. So
Okay.
we'll see. We just need some energy, man. They be moving around too slow sometimes.
I mean, they're a little bit older. Some of them.
Right.
So that's what's up.
Yeah, man.
Let me see what y'all
So
got.
tell us a little bit, T, about like what you've been doing. We got a few. I know we got a few Broncos fans. I don't know if you can see the chat on the right.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Can you see the chat? Okay.
Yeah,
I know we got a few Broncos
Broncos.
fans in here. I know who LVL1 is, and he's a Broncos fan. He wants to know a little bit about what you've been doing since you finished up playing.
Golfing a lot. Doing
There
that
it
as
is.
a hobby, for the fun part of it. But the last year, I started a sports agency called Player Above Sports. So we've been working on that the last year and had a smaller draft class this past season and going into a full season of recruiting for this next after this next year's collegiate season and next year's draft. So that's basically my main focus right now. And my son, he's 2 years old. He's growing like a weed, so he's a full-time job in itself.
Right.
That's mostly it. My nonprofit War Boy project, so getting that back off the ground, coming off of COVID, and not being able to host events and have fundraisers and do things like that around the city. So now that back in California, in the Bay Area, and down here in LA, now that things are opening back up, I can put my golf tournament back on. I can do other fundraising events and create programs for the youth out there. So between those three, I got a full plate. I got a full
Right.
plate, and then trying to figure out other investments and beginning other businesses like um, things just come out of nowhere. You never really kind of expect to be in a certain situation that you in. You just end up there, right? So that's kind of how I am in other assets and other fields, but mostly and what I'm focused on is the agency, the nonprofit, and my son, for sure.
Yeah, that's what's good, man. I mean, shoot, that transition, you never know where it'll take you for real. And you got do you have a football camp coming up? Did I see that?
Yeah, the football camp is June 16th at De La Salle High
Okay.
School. Well, July, sorry. Man, these months are flying by. It's
Right.
crazy. It's just June. But yeah, July 16th at De La Salle High School. So it's a free camp for the kids as long as it's not too many. But we're not trying not to turn any kid down. But it's free camp at De La Salle High School. And it's ages 7 to 14. So pretty much Pop Warner levels to freshmen or eighth
Yeah.
graders. And yeah, that's really our first event this year. Yeah, that's. Then I'll be in Oregon actually for the Olympic World Games. So I'll be down there. I
Oh,
got
bet.
a parent, so I'm pretty excited about that, man. I'll be out there. I grew up running track. I stopped in high school
Okay.
because I wasn't a track runner.
You wasn't
Football,
fast enough.
right?
You wasn't
Exactly.
fast enough.
Not track fast. Right. Track fast, a whole
Right.
nother speed. That's a whole nother
Right.
speed. Definitely not track fast. So,
Me
but
neither.
yeah, it's good. They got the brand new track up there, Oregon, Hayward Field. They remodeled that, so you know it's gonna be a live event, man. It's not the Olympics, but it's just the next best thing, the World Games.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's what's up. You get back up to Oregon much?
Having no one has been anywhere much the last 3 years, but
Right.
when we were good, I think the last time I was up there was for the spring game, probably back in 18, 19 when I was still playing.
Okay.
And then recently I was up there for the pro day because we had um, Nick Pickett, one of our DBs. He performed in the pro day up there, so that was the last time I went.
Okay.
But I'll be back up there soon. I'm gonna start going back a lot more. Just it's always good for the older guys to come back. I don't
Right.
really care who you are, but it's just that sense of um, that brotherhood through alumni, right? You want to know
Right.
that you going to a school that it's not just gonna be here 4 years of your life, but you can always come back and share that story. And um, we always ask like, why the older guys didn't come back when we were in school. So I don't want
Right.
to continue that, right? I don't want to. We could stop it with us, or the classes a little bit before us, but it shouldn't be the reason why that continues. But I think the coaches there right now, they're doing a great job, man. They've been reaching out to alumni, trying to get guys back up there. And I hate to say it, but I'm a Pac-12, Pac-10 guy all day, but that's that SEC type of mentality.
Right.
I guess it's all football, it's all family, and competitively, it's like okay, the Pac and SEC competitively, but that's one of the great things that they do have down there in that conference is that type of mentality, and you know,
Right. They treat their alumni and they get them back on purpose intentionally.
mhm.
They've just started doing that a little bit more at Penn State too. I went to Bradley Chubb's football camp
Mhm.
to help him out last week here in Denver, and I met KJ Hamler for the first time.
Oh
He went to
wow,
Penn State, played wide
yeah,
receiver.
he's with Denver.
Yeah, out here, first time I ever met him. So no, that's important, man.
Yeah, no, I bump into a lot of guys. Couple guys I just bumped into I never met before that are a lot younger than me, and shoot, it's like we both excited to meet each other.
Right, right.
So that's
Yeah,
cool. Yeah, that's very cool. But
yeah.
other than
So
that,
for those of you that don't know, me and TJ, I mean, we basically played our whole career
I know
together almost. I mean, I did three in Cleveland. I think did you do three or four?
I did 4 in Cleveland.
Yeah, four in Cleveland, and then we both came out to Denver and did. I did three. I think you did four in
No,
Denver
I
too,
did
right?
3 based
Oh,
on
you did
my
three.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
So
1 year
yeah,
we
we
didn't play together. Pretty much. I mean, my
right.
year in Tampa too. That 1 year.
Yeah, yeah. I spent a week in Tampa in between Cleveland and Denver, but yeah, we kind of go way back then. Did you play with David Vekune in was he in Cleveland when you were there? He was the outside
No,
linebacker
no, no. He
for Hawaii.
David, I think he was there my camp. Um
Okay.
my first year. I think they released him either during camp or he may have been there 1 year with me. But yeah, what's up with him?
He might have went to the Denver actually after that actually. I,
Yeah,
I don't know, but
maybe.
he's in our NFT membership, so he's always chopping it up in here, and he lives in Denver. He lives in Denver now,
How's
but
that going?
it's good, man. We're just plugging along. The whole market has kind of taken a pretty big nosedive.
Hmm.
Both like cryptocurrencies and NFTs and everything. So really just trying to find ways to thrive and just survive. Also,
Yeah.
it's kind of wild wild west out there. So yeah,
Was
we'll see
that
if
like did you think that would happen, or it kind of just I mean you never think it's but you could never expect it, but you might think it a little bit. It could happen, but
right. Well, I mean, I thought that there would be some sort of like reset on the crypto. I didn't think that NFTs would take a hit like they have. I mean, it's pretty bleak out
man,
there for NFTs right now. So, I think I still believe in the technology and blockchain and all that, but the way that people were dropping NFT projects and stuff wasn't really sustainable, anyways.
yeah, too
So
fast. Huh?
yeah, too fast and too many scammers out there. So
Yeah, and one of my friends had told me that he had got his wallet of NFTs like snatched up. I
that's
was like,
terrible.
Eesh.
Yeah, I mean that's one of the things that people don't think about is, you know, cryptocurrencies and NFTs, it's all decentralized. So if your stuff gets hacked, there's no calling American Express and saying, freeze my card. There's no calling your bank and saying, hey, I didn't approve that charge. That stuff is gone.
Dang.
If your stuff gets hacked, it's gone. There's no getting it back. There's no no number to call. There's no company that's, watching over your wallet or something. It's on you. So I think that's something that, to be honest, needs to change. I mean, people don't want that all that responsibility, right? They want
Risk.
yeah, that's too much risk to be solely responsible for. Yeah, it's your own money, but I want to be able to call the bank and be like, I'll set it there and be insured.
I was gonna
You know
say
what I
whoever
mean?
gonna ensure that
Right.
whoever could be be the crypto insurer, they gonna make a lot of money. Gonna cost
Right.
a
Yeah.
lot, but they gonna make a lot.
Right.
Uh, so you think
Yeah.
that how you think the NIL is affecting the NFT market? Because they getting
Uh,
kids millions right now, like crazy.
is crazy, right? I mean, and yeah, we'll rap about the players you guys got coming out, but yeah, I think it's interesting. There's a lot of cool ways that you can use NFTs, especially when it comes to name, image, likeness. I mean, I think of trading cards, and I think of even like memorabilia. I mean, there's ways kids can turn their game jerseys into NFTs.
Mhm.
And what if a kid wanted to sell a NFT of his game jersey before the game?
Yeah,
Like he's like so the person somebody can buy his game jersey before the game even starts. And so they're watching the game, hoping that he has a good game because they know that jersey's theirs already.
yeah, that's tight.
And maybe halfway
Yeah.
through the game, the kid's already going off, and the
See,
person
that's
decides to sell it right there halfway through the game. They sell the game jersey, and the kid gets royalties during the game because somebody decided to sell his jersey because he's going off or something. So I don't know.
yeah,
I mean,
that's the
there's
creative idea. I was just like you said, I'd like to hear some of the ideas that because like they saying, okay, they signing for this deal or this he signed with this NFT, but like, what does he got to do? Like, what is he doing? How is he going? How y'all
right.
gonna recoup that? Right?
Yeah,
Because at the end of the day, you ain't giving them all this money not for y'all to make money.
right. Yeah, and that I mean, I think people lose sight of that. I mean, when people say NIL, they just think about kids can make money, but like, how are they really using their name, image, and likeness to make that money? You know what I mean? It's not just you know sign the paper and here's your check, right? I mean, what can you actually do with your name? Selling jerseys or appearances, all that sort of thing. I mean, it has to be something, right? Like,
Yeah,
there got to be more than just signing your name. So, no, there's a lot of creative stuff that can happen there.
yeah, that's you might as well sign player trading cards.
Right. Hey, so I got a quick question. I just saw your post the other day of your hit against Oklahoma State
Yeah,
on Zach Robinson. Is that your hardest hit, or is
yeah,
that your favorite hit?
that's probably that's
I
my
got a favorite. I
favorite.
got a
That's
favorite
my
hit of
hardest.
yours.
That's for sure. Like the most impact. Like yeah, that's probably my hardest hit. I got a few favorite though, but shit. What was you about to say?
I was gonna say my favorite is in the end zone in Cleveland
Yeah,
against
Chipley.
yeah, Jordan Shepley.
Yeah, that was one for sure.
Smacked
I
him.
was, you know what? Anyone really the ones in the NFL are my favorite because I was only able to do it so long before they put the clamps on us.
Right,
Like that was my rookie year, and that was like when I learned that you couldn't really hit above the head. Like I knew you couldn't helmet to helmet, like, but
right,
if you watch that clip or ever see that game, I'm like, everybody in the end zone is like pointing at the shoulder, like he used his shoulder. I don't think
right,
anybody knew, like even the vets didn't know you couldn't do that. We were
right.
all like, wait, hold up. What is the rule? Like, what is the rule? Because I could have swore as long as you didn't use your helmet to contact above the neck, then you was good. But
Yeah,
uh,
game is completely different.
yeah, they won't understand this one. I mean, like even on your end, like y'all used to take some hits, man.
Yeah,
Like all the receivers are
I,
from 2010 or I guess got before 2013, I'd say. Y'all used to take some shots, man. These receivers these days, they don't have no idea. They be
Yeah,
running around carefree.
every once in a while.
Yeah,
Right.
and then when you do it, it's like egregious. Throw him out.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
That's funny. But yeah,
Yeah.
man. I was just watching actually. Was that what you talking about when I was watching? I was watching our season 2013. We played the Ravens. Um, in Cleveland. Were you still there?
No. Nope.
Oh, okay. We had a good team that year too. Oh, that's right, because we had best that year.
Oh yeah. Yeah. That's when I was in training camp that year. Then I left.
Oh,
I got released in training camp, or did I get released or traded? I went down to Tampa that year, and then got cut down there. Right.
yeah, that was. We had a pretty good team in Cleveland that year. We still were only 5-11, but I was watching a couple of games. I'm like, we could have did something with that, but
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that was a team because I was Josh Gordon. Uh,
mhm.
was Greg still there?
Greg is still there.
Yeah, Greg, Devon Best.
Yes, we had Jordan Cameron,
Was that
and
Brandon Whedon? No, Brandon left.
now it was Hoyer and um, oh, what am I thinking of? Campbell.
Jason Campbell?
Yeah.
Oh man.
No, they kind of split this. Like half of the season, Jordan, Jason was playing, and the other half, Hoyer
Yeah.
and it was just inconsistent, but talented team, man. Talented team.
Yeah. I can't believe how many quarterbacks I played with in Cleveland. I was there 3 years. I played with Brady Quinn, Derek Anderson, Jake Delhomme, Brandon Whedon, Colt McCoy, Thad Lewis, Seneca Wallace, Jason Campbell, Brian Hoyer.
Who was the best one?
Man, that's a good question. I like Colt.
Cole. Yeah, I like
Yeah, I
Cole.
like Colt. He's a competitor.
Yeah, I like Cole.
Colt. Yeah, maybe Colt.
Yeah, I say
Yeah,
Cole or Campbell.
yeah. Campbell. I mean, super consistent. Or
Yeah,
know
Campbell.
what
He
you're
was
gonna
just
get.
he was just the OG. He was just comfortable with the game. Like the defense, we with him was like, all right, we may not score 21 touchdowns, but if we play good defense, we can win the game with Campbell every time.
Yeah, I saw. I saw Seneca a couple months ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. Seneca too. Seneca was nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Seneca was
Yeah.
nice.
Yeah. Same thing. Knew what you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
No.
So were you much of a hooper growing up, or did you ever play basketball?
Man, I played 1 year basketball in the 6th grade. 1 year. I, man, I ran track and then played football season, but I don't know, possibly he wouldn't let me play hoop. He would
Oh,
not let
for
me
real?
play hoop. I don't know why, man. Like he wouldn't let me play hoop. Couldn't play hoop.
Yeah.
Never play hoop. Never played baseball to this day.
Yeah. That's true. I never
I think
played
I played
baseball.
1 year baseball. I played t-ball when I was like 6, and then I played like half a season in organized like peanut league. And it was like,
Yeah.
nope, you want to run track. I hated track too. Couldn't
I
stand
would
it.
too.
Couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, y'all got it, y'all.
Yeah. Yeah. So they go. Halftime is just whoever gets the 25 points, and then yeah, they just take a little break and get right back to it. So um, there's just this article that came out saying that Colin Kaepernick. Um, at first, they said he did invest in the Big Three league, and then they like changed it to he didn't. So I don't know what's going on, but we might be start to see some things from Cap here sooner or later.
How many teams is it?
There's 12 teams.
And is that up from last year or the year before?
No, I think they've had 12 for the past few years. Yeah, they got 12 teams. They play 3 games, each 3 games a day on 2 days of the weekend, and then one of those games or one of those days is on CBS. So on Sunday, all the games will be on CBS. And since our game isn't on CBS right now, they let us stream it, and we're gonna just have guests on like this and stream the games and chop it up. And maybe if when we play against Snoop Dogg's team, maybe we can get Snoop on here or something.
That'd be dope.
Yeah, but see what we can do. Yeah, man. I'm gonna pull up this hit. I want to show everybody this hit real quick. Let me see if I can make this work. See if I can. Nope, it wants me to share my whole screen. I'm not ready to do that. I just want to share one window. But anyways, if you're listening and you got to Google TJ Ward, Zach Robinson, type it in on YouTube.
Oklahoma State Holiday Bowl.
Holiday Bowl. Goodness,
that was a good game too.
Y'all win?
Yep, we won.
Yeah.
They had
what you think about USC and UCLA?
Hey man, I don't get it personally.
Yeah. I don't know what's gonna happen.
Why go to the Big Ten? Like that's like a right now, and not even when the pack is good, but like right now, that's a lateral move. So when we right now, the pack I don't feel is what it used to be, or it's not up to par to the level of play that it's like historically known as a whole. Right. So, I mean, for one or two of the biggest schools to try to dip out, it's like, damn. So
yeah, they must know something. I think.
Yeah. So I think honestly, the thing that ruined the Pac-12 was the network, that Pac-12 network.
Yeah.
It focused on just them sharing the revenue of the TV deal, but it took the focus nationally off of the conference.
Right.
Because you could not see a game unless you either had the Pac-12 or we were playing another school with a TV deal, right?
Right.
We was on TV, we was on ABC and ESPN every big game because we didn't have our own television conference or television network. As soon as they got the network, you stopped seeing the big games. They stopped being on ABC and ESPN every time, and then it stopped. When it's a national game, then you gotta put it on a time where both coasts will be able to watch it.
Right.
Pac-12 network was putting games on at 7 p.m., 7:30, like.
Right, watching Arizona play Arizona State.
You think they're gonna watch USC at 10:30 in Alabama? No, they're going to bed.
Right. Yeah. All I can remember is watching USC play Notre Dame, USC play Michigan State, Oregon playing Ohio State. Like that's all I really remember seeing out of the Pac-12, watching like while I was at Penn State. So
yeah, that's pretty much all we got. Then you start seeing like Oregon in the last probably 10 years,
right?
Or maybe more than that. The last 20 years really start popping up, and they've kind of been, leading the conference,
right?
As the best team or one of the best teams. But then we beat each other. Like we might go and defeat to the Pac-12 and then lose to Utah. Like,
right. Shoot, I forgot about Utah.
Yeah, Utah's pretty good.
Yeah,
they're pretty consistent.
Like, yeah, I'm interested to see if if the Pac-12 starts plucking teams off the Big 12 now. I'm just interested to see what happens because without USC and UCLA, they gotta add.
They're probably gonna have to go get like Boise. They'd have to get Boise, and I don't know, man. They'd have to do something, figure it out.
I gotta assume that that Notre Dame's going to the Big Ten.
Yeah, I'd probably say they'd have to. Pack would probably have to plug some off the Big 12.
Right.
Try to get someone like Texas Tech. Try to get I don't know, Kansas.
Kansas State.
No, those are like They're good. They historically they've had times where they were great programs and where they were pretty terrible, right? So like I don't think we're gonna plug the pack with the rate like SC leaving and UCLA leaving. We're not gonna get like the 1 and 2 teams from those conferences.
Right.
You're gonna have to try to get the 3 and 4. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. I don't know.
Yeah. It's
But
gonna be
another
interesting.
thing is just not that many schools are on the West Coast like that. So
Right.
not much to choose from. I mean, you could be a Pac-12 and team will be on the Atlantic coast.
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine USC going up and playing in the snow in Pennsylvania, but it might happen.
Multiple times, maybe once.
Right. You
And that's
see,
a long.
so
And that's man, these kids got to travel. Like, come on now, that's a lot. That's a
yeah,
far distance to be traveling from LA.
right. They got to do a road trip.
Class and all types of other stuff.
They got to play 2 or 3 games in one shot. Stay out
Yeah,
there for a whole week, 2 weekends in a row or something.
yeah. One line
You saw somebody said crazy news what happened with the Browns.
What happened?
I don't know. I was gonna ask you. I have no idea.
Probably Baker Mayfield getting traded.
Oh, did he end up getting traded?
Yeah, he went to Carolina.
Oh,
But I
okay.
don't know. It's so much going on right now, even the D Watson stuff. So
Right,
it could be anything with the Browns.
right. Dang, we're kind of beating up on them. I thought this was gonna be a tough game.
It's just the matchup sometimes.
Right.
Matchup better. Oh yeah, you talking about Mayfield.
Oh, okay. So who you like as if you had to put a 3-on-3 team together all
Or
time?
all time.
I know you're not a hooper, but yeah, all
Hey man,
time.
I'm not a hooper, but I can hoop. All right, I'm not one of
Ah,
them football players that be out there. I know what you're thinking. Oh, TJ Ward probably all aggressive out there. Nah, I'm a good, clean basketball player.
hey,
Look,
that's
I
that's
can
how I gotta
shoot.
play now.
I got a little handle. I can shoot. Play some good defense, man. I'm straight. Don't even worry about it. But I'm not one of them players. You know how the league be, man. You got all these guys talking about
Absolutely.
it's the worst. That's why I just be looking like I don't. That's why I don't say nothing about who until we got to go play. Because you get in the locker room, everybody, Allen Iverson and Kobe Bryant, get
Right.
out there, can't even dribble. I thought you
Most guys.
played in high school. See, the difference between my high school is we won state every year. Like
Right.
in your high school, yeah, you played in high school, but you played with everybody was 5'8". All right, but now my all-time three would be Steph, Jordan, and Shaq.
Okay.
Yeah, that's probably my all-time three.
That's your 3-person team for Big Three.
I mean, you say all time, right?
Well, yeah, for this game though, making sure that you're thinking about how this game's played. That I mean,
Oh, okay.
that's
Oh
obviously a
yeah, yeah,
big
for the big three, yeah, for sure.
yeah.
Because you Steph, he gonna get you the 4 and 5 point when he wants to, pretty much. You
Right.
got Shaq to get the board and just kick it out, and if he need to put it back, and then Jordan, is Jordan. He score from anywhere. So and we got lockup. I mean, Steph plays good defense, man. He doesn't get enough credit for the defense he plays.
Right.
He's very crafty, good with his hands. Like he gets a lot of steals and boards for a point guard that supposedly stays behind the key. Like he gets a lot of rebounds.
Right.
So, yeah, and then Shaq is Shaq, man. You can't really move him from the post. You're not gonna back him down. So
Right.
it's
No, that's
only
that,
really a few players that give Shaq the work. That was like Olajuwon and David Robinson, maybe if that.
right. Olajuwon's probably my favorite big man.
Yeah,
He'd have to be on my squad.
Olajuwon. Who else?
I like Olajuwon. I like Kobe, and I like. I think I like somebody like like Ray Allen a little better. Just somebody is Ray Allen's a little bigger than Steph, right?
Barely, but yeah.
Barely. I
I
like a
think
guard
Ray
that
Allen
can.
is 6'5" instead of 6'3".
Yeah.
Yeah. Ray Allen, I mean, sure, Ray Allen's cold too, especially the Bucks Ray Allen, because he was
Right.
athletic.
Right.
Like he was dunking and doing all types of stuff.
Him and Glenn Robinson.
hmm Yeah, they had a good little squad over there
Yeah.
with the Bucks. Man. But yeah,
Yeah.
those three. What's the Is they like what is it? What they get? What's the average? I guess salary or contract for these guys?
So I think the average, I think they get $10,000 a week.
Mhm.
I think that maybe that's like the minimum. Maybe somebody
Yeah.
like Michael Beasley's making more than that. But it's kind of cool the way they got it set up. So like we don't take care of any of the salaries or anything. We don't pay for their travel, their hotels. The big three takes care of all that, their salaries and the coaches' salaries, the refs, all of the league overhead.
hmm
And then we just, we get like as many tickets to the games as we want. And like I told you, there's a like an owner's suite with catered food and everything. And then we can also um, sell merchandise. So we have some merchandise coming out that's like our NFT mixed with some power branding. And you can see our NFT there on the jersey too.
hmm
Um, so yeah, it's a pretty cool deal. And if they do end up like selling the league or selling the team, um, our NFT brand would get some of that revenue, a big chunk of that revenue, if they do sell the team or sell the league.
How
And
much?
yeah,
So it kind of like I mean I remember when it first started, there was a lot of like older players, but it seemed like it's a lot of guys fresh off the league now.
right. There's some older guys. Coutinho is probably one of the. He might be the oldest in the league for real.
Yeah.
But
Ooh,
ooh, dang, we're
still
getting after him.
shooting.
There was you cross paths with Alonzo G in Cleveland at all? He was on the Cavs.
I'm not sure. I'm
Yeah,
terrible with
no,
names.
yeah, no worries. He was playing the game before this, but yeah. So most of the guys are ex NBA. Um, I guess everybody on the court is right now except for TJ Klein for us.
Oh,
So
he never played in the league.
I don't think so. Number 6 right there.
Yeah, they're talking about his mom or somebody. Coach.
Yeah, his mom is Nancy Lieberman, who's our head coach, and they call her Lady Magic. She's one of the best basketball players to ever play, woman basketball players
Where
to
she
ever
go to
play.
college.
She went to ODU, to Old Dominion.
Mm.
And then she played in the WNBA and Olympic team and all that. So
That's what's up.
shoot, we're running them up out the gym. A quick little 30-minute game.
Blowout.
Right.
So it's just like halves.
Yeah, so it's 25 and then first to 50. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, first to 50 and you got to win by 2. And so this is a free throw. He got fouled on a 3-pointer, so he shoots 1 free throw from the 3-point line for 3 points.
Oh.
Come on, man. We need to finish this one out. What's some of your favorite? So my practice squad year, I was in Philadelphia, and I caught my first pass from Michael Vick, my first NFL pass.
Mhm.
You have a favorite? Do you have a player that you played or watched growing up that you ended up playing with or playing against?
Nah, it's funny that you say that because Vic, like when I got my sack on Vic in Cleveland, I
Yeah.
was like, yeah, I sacked Mike Vick.
Yeah.
Like, man, you don't catch Mike Vick, man.
Right.
I was like, hey, man, you see me sack Vic? But you know, the cool part about that play was we were in cover 3 and I was in the flat and I seen him back there doing his thing. And I'm like, oh no, he ain't finna be running over to this flat and have me with all this space. So
You better go meet him in the
just
backfield.
rushed you, right? Next thing I knew, I was in the backfield.
All out of
Coach
position.
was like, what are you doing? I was like, shit, I wasn't gonna get caught in that open field, I tell you that.
Right.
So I went to go get him. He was dancing. I knew he couldn't see like our side of the field, right?
Yeah.
So I just went. I took a shot. As soon as he like his next move was finna spin out and come to my side of the flat. And by the time he spinned out, I was already right there in his face.
Yeah.
I was like, that was
Hey,
the smartest dumb thing I've ever did.
was that was week 1?
Yep.
Dang, we should have won that game.
I had a great
We,
game, man.
yeah.
I had a sag and I had a forced fumble early on Shady.
Okay.
Yeah, we
I feel like
still
we were
lost.
up most of the game,
But we were
and
up
then
most
somebody
games.
dropped a pick. I'm not gonna say who it was. Somebody dropped a pick. I feel like in the end zone. Maybe dropped it, or maybe they had a pick. I don't know. LJ Fort. I
Oh,
think
OT.
was it. Did it go to
Wasn't it
overtime?
OT? Yeah, it was OT. It was in the goal line, right in the red zone. Yep,
Yeah,
I
something
remember that.
happened.
Yeah, I do. Damn, you gotta remember that was good.
Yeah, I just remember feeling bad for LJ.
Yeah, LJ ended up playing a long time after that, though.
He might still be playing.
Yeah, he might still be playing.
He was playing 2 years ago, and then I think he might have tore his ACL, or I think he tore his ACL 2 years ago, and then I don't know if he ever bounced back. But
Yeah, a lot of guys went on to play a few years of football.
right,
But yeah, that's the year they had DJ, Shady, Vic.
yeah,
Those
Macklin.
little. Yep, Macklin. Yeah, we should have won that game. There was a couple games, most games like were like that, but
Yeah, yeah. I mean, we won. I mean, shoot, we lost so many games by 3 points. Beat the Patriots that year at home too. I think.
yep, at home. And we had them beat in New England. The Hail Mary, it went to OT. They kicked the onside kick. I think that was the year you were going to.
Okay, yeah. I don't remember. I never been to Foxborough, so I
Oh
definitely
yeah,
didn't go.
we had Foxborough. We had them beat. That was the year the Grump hit happened.
Okay.
So we had them beat, man. It was all we had to do was cover the onside. The game was over. They recovered
Goodness.
the onside. The next play, Tom Brady threw the ball in the end zone, and they got a PI, and they got the ball on the one.
Goodness.
It was the most frustrating shit I ever seen in my life. I was like, "There's no way we just lost the game. Just recover the onside."
That's all you got to do.
Shit. Yeah.
So right before this game ends, let's get your best, your best NFL memory, whether it's one play or if the Super Bowl. What's your best memory?
Yeah, the best memory is hands down the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
The Super Bowl and my pick six to close the game out in Cleveland. We played Buffalo Thursday night, and I got a pick six to win the game. So that
That's
one,
tough.
and for sure Super Bowl. Those two. The Super Bowl, I could just say the Super Bowl because I don't really have one favorite. It was so it's like a flashing light of memories
Right.
from that whole week. Is just pick one pretty much.
Right.
But,
Shoot, and it was in the Bay.
yeah.
How many people you have at the game?
I used all my tickets, and I think I may have bought a few more. So I think I had like 10, 12 people there.
Yeah.
Something like that. What about you?
Shoot, I think I ended up finding a way to get like 25 tickets or so. So after, we get the little Super Bowl bonus.
Mhm.
After the game, I had to pay the Broncos. I didn't get no Super Bowl bonus. I bought so many tickets that I had to pay the Broncos after the Super Bowl.
I think we all came out of pocket for the Super Bowl.
Right.
I don't think anybody came up for the Super Bowl. Like that check. What was it like?
It was
50K,
like,
75.
yeah, that's all it was.
Man, yeah. No one comes up with the winning. Is going to the Super Bowl. It's crazy because it's the biggest game of the year, and you make the least amount of
You
money.
make the least amount of money. People don't know that.
Yeah, you better not be in debt when that Super Bowl comes. You be selling your ring. Oh
Yes.
man,
So are you somebody that you got your Super Bowl jersey framed? You got your
yeah,
ring posted up somewhere?
yeah. My Super Bowl jersey is actually. Let me show you the crib right there
Oh, bet. Oh, and the pants.
with the pants, and I got my cleats in the bottom, in the little frame thing as well. But yeah, man, I keep my ring tucked. I wear it on special occasions, like you know. I don't. I've been losing everything, man. My phone, my card ID,
Yeah, I've seen you lose phones and golf clubs several times.
everywhere. So I just like to limit the risk on that. I leave it locked up.
Right, right,
Yeah, yeah. People's always like, "Where's your ring?" I'm like, if you seen that ring, you know why I don't wear it all the time. It's big as a rock,
right.
bold. But
Yeah, I need to keep better track of my stuff. My ring be in the center console of my car. It'd be in my junk drawer at the house.
didn't you get your car broken into? And it
Yep,
was still in the
and it
center
was sitting
console.
there. Yep, yep. And it was like I had just gotten the car too, so there was nothing in there um,
That's crazy.
except the ring, pretty much, and they didn't take it. So I got lucky. Yeah.
All right, this is who they won.
Yeah, got a dub.
Yeah, cool.
So, shoot, I appreciate you, man. Thanks for
Bro.
hopping on. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
anytime you want to hop on, let me know. Anytime if you're in Dallas and want to hit a game,
Yeah, for sure.
let me know.
I'm gonna hit you. When the season end?
So they got, I think they have maybe like 6 more weeks in Dallas,
Okay.
and then the playoffs are in Tampa. It's probably like 2 weeks of playoffs, and then the championships in Atlanta. So
All right, for sure. I
yeah,
definitely
so
will.
let me
You
know.
know, if I'm in Dallas, I'll pull up for sure.
Yeah. All right, family. I
All
appreciate
right,
you,
bro.
man.
No doubt.
Peace.
Now you put that work in now. Last week it felt like you got your feet underneath you. Today you were fantastic. You keep building from here.
Yeah, just keep building, and staying with the regiments. You know what I mean? The scout, we're playing the NBA for a long time. You just got to do what you've been doing to keep yourself successful, and I stay with that type of routine.
You got it, Cat. Thank you so
brother.
much.
Appreciate you.
Got it.
An
Phone, send it
excellent
back to you.
effort by Power today. Look at the rebounds, 26 to 18. The assists as well. Power just sharing the ball so well. It was beautiful basketball to watch. Glenn Rice Jr. 22 and 10 in this one with a 51-33 win. One more break and then we will wrap up the first day of week 4 here in Texas. Stick with us.